Don't mute it. I'm not tilted at all. Most entertaining live at the bike since Hash Brown King. Oh, man. Why didn't he fold his 2 pair? I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, he check folded the King 10 of diamonds earlier with top 2 pair. But that was also a 5-way flop, and he bet into 5 players on that spot. So it's much more likely that somebody actually does have a flush in that spot compared to that 3-way hand. Yeah, he did fold to a single bet earlier, though. It also depends on how deep you are, says Brett. Totally agree. Could a raise here from Tom in C5. A call from Harry, and Paul will 3-bet out of the straddle here with 2 kings. It's like Tom's thinking about letting it go. Does call. You'll see a lot of times suited connected hands will continue. And Harry getting a good price in position here with 6-5 of spades will come along. 3 ways to the flop. The best hand and 2 hands that are drawing live against it. Really nasty board for 2 kings. Out of position, Paul will now check with kings. Tom with 9-7 of hearts is a backdoor flush draw on bottom pair. Check, check, check. To the turn. Harry's still staring at it, so I'm assuming he didn't pick up a spade. Probably just a brick. Now Paul's in a delayed c-bet this turn. Looks like around 250-ish. 3 of hearts on the turn. Picks up Tom. Now has bottom pair and a flush draw. And it goes bet and call from Tom, and Harry will now fold. Might have been a raise here from Tom, as Paul's still thinking about what he wants to do.
Older than you are, huh?
It rarely happens.
So you're 78.
77. I turned 40 this year. Most non-Korean things I'm like.
I think we got the table audio back.
He's my
All in.
kid, so he kind of
An all-in from Harry? Did he just move all in? I thought he folded. What? Did he just raise all in and both players folded? Harry has a gut shot to a 4 here. No way.
This is the chips.
Did we miss
Yeah,
it?
this is Roman.
We must have missed a river
Yeah.
card here. I mean, we can't see the board, but both other players have released their hands. Harry will win the money. Yeah, Mike got rebalanced a little bit there.
Yeah, I already in. Yeah.
No, C5 still has cards. So looks like Tom's thinking about it with the 7 and a flush draw here. C4 has released his hand already. Pocket King's in the muck. Tom's having a harder time figuring out what he wants to do with the 9-7 of hearts here.
It's around 14. 14, yeah. It is 9.
So he has Tom covered.
6, 6, yeah. About 1, 11.
Let's be exact.
Harry with just a gutter here. And balls of steel.
11.
Harry just rips it in on the turn. So Harry's trying to rep a hand like ace-3, pocket 3s, a slow play check backhand. Think about the hands that Harry checks back this flop with and then raises all in on this turn with. I mean, maybe an ace, but probably never just like a naked ace.
I don't.
Probably a hand like ace-3,
I have
pocket
6
3s.
high.
Oh, he shows it. He shows it,
I
Chad.
know. You know, I was just like gonna fold. I was getting pot odds, but I thought about it. I'm like, this guy doesn't have shit. He checked the turn and then he bet so little on the turn after he checked the
He
flop.
checked the flop and bet so little on the turn.
I'm like, he must have like pocket tens or something.
Pocket Kings, Harry, almost on the money.
I just got it, and I know he's stuck. He can't call because if he had a calling hand, he had a raising hand.
Harry.
Oh, you had a pair?
No.
He went from the point of like being stuck and frustrated and calling to being like everything's not going my way. To
Plus, I got
not
Cowboy
working
to
out.
my left, you know.
I call him, be nice to this
Wow.
guy. Shouldn't even see. Come on, man.
I like him. I'm just telling you what I think. I'm not stuck in his seat.
Harry. He says the man that 3-bet in seat 4, Paul,
You were in that seat.
had to have some weak underpair. Okay, so this is what's really important, chat. We're gonna talk about this for a second. I'm gonna turn myself up a little bit. Okay, so
I want to get this sold on here.
if you really think
So
about
every time I go
the
all in,
way
I
that
just go like this. Open my
the guy
shirt
with
and
kings
it's
checks the flop there. So Harry just made a huge bluff with like no equity, just with a gut shot, because he made an assumption about the way that Paul checked the flop. So if Paul sometimes checks the flop with a strong hand, he wins Harry's whole stack.
20?
Just understand
I
that,
don't
okay?
do anything stupid.
That's where balance has value. You know, GTO and playing GTO is bullshit, but if you think about that, it does have a lot of value if you actually sometimes check with a strong hand, because you don't want to only have 10s and kings.
I don't have
when you check
aces,
that flop.
JJ. I know my cards are not in the.
It's not JJ.
Who is it?
The tail guy.
The Matt. Matt's a good guy, man. I like
Harry.
Matt.
Make sure you guys check out the website as well. All of our old archives are on the site as well. We have hundreds of episodes out there, several different strategy videos on liveatthebike.com. Thank you for those of you who do support our channel with our subscriptions as well. You guys are the reason why we have this show in the first place. You know, everybody that works on Live at the Bike is very passionate about putting out the content, and we're very grateful
Can you tell the
for your
last
continued
dealer
support.
to give me the cut card, Donna?
Once again, Queen's going around.
Cut
Key
card.
under the gun with pocket queens now.
Cut card. Yeah. 75.
Harry whistling the Song of Storms here. Any Zelda fans out there? Anybody? Bueller? Here it comes along with pocket eights. Looks like
Oh
Tom
yeah,
calls the
base hit. Oh no. Yeah, safe. Everybody's safe, but no round.
225. 275.
Luther, hit me up on Instagram or Twitter at avoid the 9 to 5, my man. I'll send you a bunch of information.
Seriously?
Tom 3-bets here with King Jack now in the cutoff. And Joel on the button. Okay, he does fold.
Yeah.
Back over to Key with queens. Just calls.
Call. Change.
And Harry's probably going to come along now. 3 ways to the flop.
3 red cards.
840 in the pot. And 977 leaves Queens way in the lead.
Check.
75% of the equity here. Harry has a couple back doors.
Check.
Tom's probably going to give up with King Jack on this board. He's not. He's going to bet it. 835 in the pot.
Bet.
And with
425.
no equity bluff and just a king blocker, he blocks kings, he blocks jacks, he blocks ace king. That's pretty much it. No real equity redraws. He can pick up a backdoor straight.
Call.
Not even a backdoor flush draw here. He will bet 425. Key will come along with queens. Over to Harry. Probably going to fold the eights.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Harry's suspicious. Some stuff's going on here, though. He doesn't believe it. He's thinking about doing something. It's a parlay between the other two players, though. You have to be ahead of both the bettor and the caller. I might be considering raising. Look at him looking at C5 here. He really doesn't believe C5. So Harry's had, in general, pretty good instincts on when people have been weak and how they're playing. And I think Harry has picked up that Tom's really weak here.
I don't think he's giving you any respect.
See?
I may actually have the best fucking hand.
Oh, he popped it up.
So Harry thinks that Key might be calling with ace high and that he might have the best hand here. But after that speech, you can't really raise bluff. But he's aware that this bullshit dynamic's going on. Really speaks volumes to Harry's ability to actually understand, you know, the human intuition side of the game. He's looking right at him. He's like, this guy has King Jack. Look at him. Look at Harry. He knows it. I'm actually really impressed, you know. He might not have the most solid poker fundamentals or like GTO wizardry, but he understands people for sure. Understands people. He's really having a hard time with these eights. Just keeps looking back at C5 here. No way, dude. He grabbed the money. So when Harry grabs the money and then C5 turns around and grabs a drink of water, in general, if you change something like grab money and then your opponent changes the behavior, like turns around and grabs water, it's them subconsciously. Wow, Harry rips it. The pocket eights. Oh my God. That's so amazing. Because if Key folds here, if Key gives Harry credit for having a 7 and finds a fold with queens here, which would be really hard because of the price. This is unbelievable. I can't believe Harry ripped it in here. Harry doesn't think that Key has queens, I don't think.
I can beat 6 high.
I can beat 6 high.
800.
Oh my god, do you think it'll work, chat?
1,000.
Wow.
15. 16, 17.
Tom, I think, is just trying to save some face here.
Alright, here's 1,000. 1,500. Alright, I'll bring in 425.
King High's asking for a count.
425.
Back to a straight draw, 2 overs.
Okay, 1,000.
I mean, pocket queen's obviously calling here. I think Harry's going to run into Key. And I don't think that Harry gave Key's calling range much credit. I don't think he thinks Keys has strong overpairs here often. Tom's still thinking about it with King Jack.
I'm not on a draw.
I'm not.
I promise I don't have a flush draw.
Says I'm not on a draw.
Fold.
Gonna fold over to Key. Key hasn't done anything yet, so he's definitely thinking.
Yeah.
He's only thinking about calling or folding here. And he hasn't called yet. He had plenty of time to think while the other player in between was thinking, so he's definitely considering folding.
No, he has 1,800.
He's trying to think about how much of a price he's getting. Chat, Key's considering folding. Queens. He's going to give Harry credit for 9s full or 7 here if he does fold. He still hasn't called. If Harry gets away with this.
What do you have, Key?
Oh, I love the talking here. What do you have, Key? A little bit of disagreement and sadness there on Key's face. You know, Harry leaning in and engaging like that verbally. If you start doing a little bit of goading behavior, it can actually come across as really strong.
This ends at 9:45? Yeah.
If you start saying things like, I know you're just folding, just muck it, stop wasting our time, things like that. As long as you understand like what you're doing, the impacts it has, and who you're doing it
Donna,
to.
they want overtime.
This is sick. Number one, Harry figured out that the other guy had king high. And now the other guy with queen is considering folding. So what do you have? You've got to find out. I don't think he would take this long. 7-8, 7-6. There's a disgust sniff from Key there. Definitely not happy with the situation. He keeps saying 7, 7, 7. I'm really impressed with Harry's ability to understand situations, to be honest. Harry shows an 8. Oh, so Harry shows an 8. Oh my god. So if Harry shows either one of those 8s doesn't block the
I showed an 8
suits.
before on the show.
So he shows an 8 here. That's the sickest, dude. Now we got frustration tell on Key. I can't believe he just showed a card. So this is really good behavior from Harry. It seems really strong in my opinion. Most people who are bluffing are not going to want to show a card that makes your hand look weak.
That much I could tell you. That's about all you're going to know.
And Harry disproving that theory right here. I can't believe he showed an 8. Oh my god. Now it's either 7-8 or nothing. 7-8 or nothing. So it is 2 combos. 7-8. Well, actually only 1 combo here. If it's only suited, right? Because he did call a 3-bet.
You're not going to call, Key.
You're not going to call. That's goading behavior right there. Usually strength.
7, 8, 8, 9, 8, 8, 10.
His opponent's calculating.
So you're that on the draw, I believe you. So
You're not on a draw, I believe you.
I swear on my children, I'm not gonna draw. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
you got 8-8, 8-9, or 8-7.
7, 8, 8,
You
9.
can beat 2 out of those 3
8,
with
7.
queens.
Yeah.
Dude, Harry's speeches here is really good. I actually really like him talking. I'm not a big fan of the show, but the talking is on point.
I think the players do commentary on their own hand.
When somebody takes this long with a hand like queens, it's generally going to be because they just don't want to fold. But they most of the time end up making a fold when they take this long.
Can we overtime 1 hour?
Chat, do you think he's going to call it? Or do you think he's going to fold?
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, Key just sat up in his chair. He hasn't lost interest yet. He folds! Harry got it through! Oh my god! Wow! Harry just checking rips the flop. Dude, he folds! Harry's a wizard! Harry just casting spells today, chat. Look at him go! Holy shit!
I'm not saying he did not.
Unbelievable! The man, the myth, the legend.
No draw.
Harry. No draw.
Come on, Harry, just say what you had. You have to wait 15 minutes.
Harry did not show.
Really? You gonna make me wait?
He did not show.
Just text me.
Wow!
I won't say anything, just text me.
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
it's
I've always
fair.
enjoyed Harry, but today I gained a lot of
I don't
respect for
play
him.
like that. So,
He really
fair
understands
with everybody.
Oh, man.
human behavior. He has good instincts on situations. He can follow through on his reads.
I don't
You know, a lot of times that can get you into trouble, especially if you overdo it or if you gamble. But today, you know, Harry was right on these spots. He took some thin spots where he thought people were out of line, and you know,
60.
he got the guy with the light hand to fold, and then coincidentally somehow got the other guy to fold queens. Somehow, unreal. Harry just casting spells today.
300. Raise it up.